anything else, you get punished for.
Yeah.
Like it's. There are a few characters in this game that have such a big disparity between the character's best and worst options that that Inkling, it just seems bad sometimes. You can't mix up. You have to just rely on your powerful tools and abuse them.
That's how to play like most of the matchups safely, but there's a lot of times where you can get away with crossing up with Nair, or like, and you can get away with like crossing up with Nair, and you can get away with a lot of just random stuff because your dash dance is just so good.
No, Puppeh, that was so sick.
That was really good.
I'm mad that didn't work and kill him at 0. You know, pre-nerf that might have.
I'm okay with that, actually.
I mean, sometimes you got to embrace the jank.
Sometimes. Not anymore.
Up smash, getting the weak hit, not quite going to finish off. And how does Puppeh get down? This big old lizard ain't having a fun time here. Got the type advantage, so.
I do feel like Charizard does the best against Pikachu, because Squirtle is kind of just like Diet Pikachu, and Ivysaur is sometimes a little bit too slow to keep up, though he does have, Ivysaur, she does have a lot of large hitboxes, but Charizard's just able to live almost forever and has so much danger just lurking within the character, and Pikachu is incredibly light, so like sometimes it happens where you'll just get back air, or you'll get that hit that up smash out of shield, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, like I guess I'm just dead, and you're sitting at 180.
I feel like actually Ivysaur does a little bit better purely because both Zard and Ivy have the same problem where they can't really do anything about Pikachu's combos, but Ivysaur has potential to kill the character with kill confirms out of throws and such at a much lower percent than Zard does. Zard just kind of has to throw shit out.
That's fair.
Like if he gets hit with an air and back air, yeah, you're dead. But I mean, yeah, you have to commit to that option. Ivysaur can just grab. It's much less committal. Oh, no tech there as Puppeh was sent in the opposite direction than he was anticipating, perhaps.
Everyone jumps there. Ivysaur does have the best neutral though, but I guess that run forward up smash works for Squirtle. His smash attacks are incredibly potent.
And Puppeh drops a combo uncharacteristically,
up air.
And ESAM ain't gonna drop this one. 24% in a ledge trap situation.
24% and starting an edge guard. Just like all out of back air. All out of back air out of shield. He turned a defensive option into his own solid advantage.
Dragged down with good tech, but now no double jump. Charizard switch.
Charizard had a
paying off
third
dividends.
The ride never stops with Pikachu. You're constantly on the move. And you're on the move, and not because you're moving the joystick. You're on the move because you're getting launched. Ping-ponged by the one character.
All right, so that was a bit of a commanding lead right there by ESAM.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what Puppeh's counterpick is. Is Puppeh just going to go full BM and pull out his hero, which he has PR wins with? Or is he going to just try to change up the stage and hope to change up the tune?
So he banned, I read ESAM's list, and he did ban PS2 and Battlefield. Not Battlefield, PS2 and Yoshi's. So Battlefield we go. Makes sense, a lot of platforms, a lot of sharking.
Yeah, I think that this definitely benefits his Ivysaur and his Charizard in particular. So triplats are rough for good for Pokemon Trainer rather, excuse me.
Nair. Is that Nair frame 2 or is it frame 3?
It's a good question. I believe that it's frame 3.
Either way, it's fast as anything. But loops. The loops, brother. I love TK.
TK's hype. He's a good, great commentator.
He's great. Lightning loops, part of a balanced breakfast. 88 to 29%.
Down. Oh my God, drags him down. And how does Puppeh get back? Finally gets it back with the air dodge. But dragged down again. Very good tech. He needed that one. ESAM fiending for that jab block.
I love the innovation that we're starting to see with a lot of higher played characters or higher tier characters. Like with Palutena, we're seeing a lot more like, oh, I'm not just gonna Nair, but I'll do like Dare out of shield, or I'll teleport cancel Dare, and like land with Fair more instead of just abusing Nair. And with Pikachu, we're seeing like instead of just nair drag downs and nair loops, we're seeing Pikachu players like ESAM and like DM and like Void for the little bit that he played the character. They're starting to extend their combos with not just nair drag downs, but with fair drag downs, like combining the two in order to get so much damage off of it.
And you need that. Like this, the metagame is advancing at a point where familiarity with these odder characters is becoming commonplace. So you have to go ahead and make sure that you expand your bag of tricks. And I looked it up, Pikachu's Nair is frame 3, but actually it's active in like 3 frame bursts. So it's 3 to 6 and then 9 to 12. So there are windows where if you do not do it properly, you are very well have the potential of getting opened up on your own side.
All right, makes sense. Now we know.
Knowing is half the battle. There we go. So it seems as though this stage is really paying dividends for Puppeh. Like we're not really, like we kind of just saw ESAM walk away with game 1, but now Puppeh responding with the first lead of the set.
Coming back on with Nair. Ivysaur's Nair, of course, like, incredibly powerful. Making sure to SDI behind the Nair drag down so he could only get the up tilt out of it, especially since he jumped in order to get the drag down, so he wouldn't have gotten the down smash. So it's just incredible recognition from both of these players.
That's a regrab. Okay, he decides to go for the forward smash. Sorry to cut you off. That was nearly dead. ESAM was really playing with fire with that regrab.
Not problem, not problem.
Against Ivysaur too? Please flare blitz him. I felt it coming in my soul.
Down throw.
Down throw back air.
Quick back air, another one. Trying to catch the jump, but you're not Fox.
He's going for it again. He knows he can get the kill if he just lands one of these. We got drag down lightning into that down smash. That'll do.
It kills mad early. And the amount of just combo pressure and ledge drag downs that you can get, it makes it super conducive. It's incredible how much love they put into a lot of top tiers. Because, oh no.
That converted. You're dead.
He was so much higher.
Razor.
It was like an Ivysaur. It was like an Ivysaur stacked on an Ivysaur, and then there was Pikachu.
Yeah, Ivysaur up there pretty big. They might have tuned down that down air, but they didn't touch the up.
They didn't touch the up air. Banana.
Stop battle. Pikachu.
All right, so
Pokémon
we're sticking with
trainer.
the mains. I dig it.
Sticking with the trainer. No sandbagging here.
And Town and City being the pick.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, this gives a lot more room for ESAM to run. And Puppeh starts it off with an unfortunate suicide. He lost his double jump.
Is that my bag?
Yes.
Okay, thank God. I was looking around for it, and I kind of panicked for a moment. Sorry, I was quiet.
No problem. So we have suicide into 50 damage loop. This is not looking good for Puppeh all of a sudden.
Pikachu's 0% combos are bananas, especially since like getting hit by like 2 to 3 hit combos sucks, but you can kind of accept it because like okay, yeah, it's just like this is just all true. But a true like 10, 11 hit combo, thanks to the multi hits that are in its wake and getting regrabbed a couple times, like that's mental damage. Like you're just not able to play the game for going on 5 seconds.
And
it hurts.
when you've already suicided as well, you have to question whether there's a crack in the mentality where if perhaps Puppeh just decided that, you know what, maybe we'll try next time.
Yeah, I guess this is looking like a, let me try some things, let me see what works, let me see what I can pull off.
And then DI down.
Yeah.
He fast fell and drifted a little bit too far away from that edge, and that was that's a mulligan right there.
Just gonna make sure I know where that is.
All right.
So Town and City seemed to work out splendidly. So
yeah, it turns out it makes Puppeh not want to play the game.
yeah. So I guess we go back to Battlefield. No DSR here.
Oh,
maybe. Okay.
so we have MDSR, I believe. I'm not sure actually.
MDSR?
Yeah, modified.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Stop battle. Pikachu. Pokémon trainer.
That's clean. Who goes to Losers Finals? Is it Panda Global's ESAM? Or is it the MDVA Phenom Puppeh?
couple up airs now starting it off immediately. Transition.
But he got the switch is being punished in the tune of about 40%.
Yeah, that's the thing. The switch is a really good defensive option, but if it gets called out, god damn, you are in for a bad time.
It's a frame one switch, but there is lag to it. So, and Pikachu has plenty of moves that just frame trap. So it functions like an air dodge, and that functions like a up B, get out of my face.
Yeah, Charizard's Fly been a good option. That's always been one of those things where you may not have a lot of get-out-of-jail-free cards, but if you're at kill percentage, might as well let it fly. Because what's the worst that can happen? They just keep you disadvantaged a little longer, just like ESAM kept that Ivysaur in disadvantage and before finishing off that stock.
Yeah, he's calling out every one of these switches, it's part of what Louis Money had success with when he played Puppeh himself. It was a lot of this, I know that you're going to switch. I know that you're going to use this incredibly powerful tool frequently. So I'm just going to expect it every time I hit you. Dashing and shielding, making sure he got the miss spacing.
The range of that tether always surprises me.
Only charge.
And again, calling out that switch, like you said. Flare Blitz. Yep, and they almost got killed for it. ESAM recognizing the Puppeh, usually at that angle, will fire off that Flare Blitz. That could very well spell doom if he tries that again.
It's helpful with the Charizard nerfs, Charizard buffs, that you're able to grab ledge sooner out of Flare Blitz. Oh, he just ran up and up smashed. Oh, I guess he.
It was a setup with that lightning. Charizard had to jump at that dash distance. You couldn't shield at that point,
right? So
he had to jump over it.
Very little Squirtle we're seeing from Puppeh.
Yeah, it seems like Squirtle just doesn't have the juice in this matchup, really. Its stubby hitboxes have the same thing that Pikachu does, but Pikachu has a much more consistent damage output.
It's just interesting how different players play Pokemon Trainer since there's so much variance with its 3 characters.
Yeah, I think it was Wishes. I saw Wishes play ESAM, and he just went like almost solo Squirtle.
Yeah.
Oh no,
ESAM. That's how Ned treated it as well. It's almost like exclusive with Squirtle. While Puppeh is playing more to his own personal strengths rather than to specific on paper. So he's going more Ivysaur and switching into Charizard when he needs it. Not dead yet, no rage.
If I was him, I'd switch Charizard right now. Just
for
that's his best character. Like 3 out of these 3, his Charizard is nasty. It might be the worst matchup, but his Ivysaur is just getting opened up here.
He needs to attack on damage though, and I don't think Charizard isn't the type of character that can.
We've seen it with Samsora. He does not need to attack on damage.
This is true.
It's at that point in time where we're at back throw or
we're at back throw Hail Mary %. He's dash attacking now. He's looking for that kill.
Did you know that back throw into Flare Blitz is a thing?
All right, it's Charizard time.
And then instantly disappears.
It's dash attack time.
All right, so that is a 3-1 ESAM. Puppeh has to be content with 4th place.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that would be 7th place.